Welcome to Generation Guestwood, a homegrown camp experience brought right to your computer screen or smartphone. We can't wait to bring camp home to you.
Hi Generation Guestwood, my name's Emma if you don't know me already, and today's activity is going to be focused on sharing. Sharing is an activity at camp where we like to focus on important lessons in the Bible. Today's lesson focus is going to be on values and why they're important. Values are guided principles that help dictate our behavior, as well as things that hold importance in our lives. A passage from the Bible that I've chosen to help us understand values a little bit more is from Colossians 3:10. I don't have this memorized because it's a little long, so I am going to read it off the paper, but it goes, "And have put on the new self, who is being renewed to a true knowledge according to the image of the one who created him." To help us understand that a little bit more, Paul said that the new self is constantly being refreshed through the knowledge of the one who created it. So my interpretation of that is that we are constantly learning as human beings, but we're not always going to be able to put that knowledge to use if we're not reflecting on that with God. Because all things are made through God, and without Him, nothing would be created. So I've created an activity to help us reflect upon those values. For this activity, you'll need to draw or write down 5 to 10 values that you would want in a time capsule that would show someone in the future what was important to you. Now that you have your pen and paper, we're gonna write down some values. I divided my paper into 10 boxes like this, but you don't have to do that. It just makes it kind of easier to keep it all together. My next one is optimism. I think it's really important to have a good attitude when things aren't always going right. That's why I chose this one. Now I'm going to write the rest off camera and then I'll show you them when I'm done. I finished writing down all my values and I actually ended up cutting them up because I'm going to show you guys what to do with them afterward. But I'll go through them right now. I'm going to skip over compassion and optimism because I already kind of talked about those. So my next one is, one sec, let me get it. It's passion. I know it's probably backwards for you guys, but I think passion is really important because it gives us a reason and a meaning to want to keep learning new things. Next is open-mindedness. I think this one's really important because we're not always going to agree with other people's opinions, but it's good to keep an open mind and know that they have those opinions for a reason and just to learn why. Next one is adventure. I really like to travel and be spontaneous, and that's just a really important part of my life for me, and I want to keep doing that as I get older. The next one is service to others. I think sometimes we forget that one small deed can go such a long way for someone else, so opening the door or helping someone carry their groceries is a really underrated service that could really make someone else's day. Education. Every single day we're learning new things, and it kind of aligns with the open-mindedness one. I want to take the opportunity to learn new things and know that every day can be a new learning experience for us. Next one is honesty, and whether that's being honest with myself or other people, that's a really important value for me. The last two are family and friends. I think this is probably going to be a similar value for a lot of you. Our family and friends are really what can hold us together when we're having a hard time in our lives, and it's always important to do that for our family and friends as well. Now that I've done all my values, I also have a Ziploc bag, and what I'm going to do is sort of like a time capsule. I mean, not exactly. So I'm just going to put those in it, Ziploc it, and then I'm probably going to keep them in my desk. You guys can keep them wherever you want. You could always take these out to give yourself a reminder of what your values are if you're having a rough day. And I think it will just help comfort you and know that as people, we're growing every day, and sometimes we forget what our values are, but it's nice to have a reminder like these. This could be an activity where you choose to do alone and use some time to self-reflect, or do as a family or with a group of friends, and you could reflect as a group. I hope you guys enjoyed this sharing lesson, and if you have any more questions about values or anything else in the Bible and sharing, just put them below and I'll try to answer them for you. See you guys later, and have a nice day.